Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. Today we will discuss some popular indicators in binary options. The agenda for today is a small introduction, then we will discuss the relative strength index, then the stochastic indicator, then we will discuss a short-term trading strategy, which is the most important part of the webinar that uses the relative strength index and the stochastic indicator. And we're going to close with the risks that you should avoid when trading binary options. Now, a short introduction about us. We are Blue Sky Binary, an advanced binary education and trade recommendations group. Our team is full of senior traders that teach various binary option strategies, and we offer 24-hour trade support and analysis to allow binary traders like yourselves to trade safer. BSB, which is us, Blue Sky Binary, in collaboration with Binary.com, is delivering these webinars in order to educate you, the members, to become successful binary option traders. Binary.com meets our high watermark for quality as a highly trusted broker amongst an industry where trust is a major issue. And we will be discussing this at the end of the webinar, amongst the other risks and dangers that you should be aware of when trading binary options. So enough for the intro. Now, let's get into the actual content of the presentation. Now, the first indicator is the relative strength index. A lot of you know this indicator as RSI, and the relative strength index, RSI, and the same with stochastic indicator that we will discuss later, is an indicator that is found in any chart provider that you have, that there is out there, and you can just simply add these to your on your charts. So these are commonly used indicators that, of course, can be added to your charts. Now, what does the relative strength index show? It is an indicator that represents if the currency pair is overbought or oversold. Now, what is overbought and what is oversold, someone may ask. Overbought is basically when the price of the asset, so of a currency pair, in this case, let's say euro US dollar, for example, has increased a lot more than it should be, and therefore you should expect a reversal coming up soon. Okay, so the price has, if it's overbought, the price has increased too much, and it's expected to fall. If it's oversold, it means that the asset has been sold too many times, and therefore the price is really low, so it is expected at some point in the future to go up, in the near future. Now, this is what overbought and oversold means. Now, although eventually it will turn, so basically, although eventually reversal will happen if the RSI is above those levels, or above 70 or below 30, you don't know when it's going to happen, and also it's very risky. What is a better indicator of the absolute number itself is actually the relative movement of the RSI. So if the RSI is moving down from the 70 territory, that's an indication that the price is about to reverse, or it has started to reverse. So the RSI levels is something I will discuss. You can put 30 or 70. This is a good enough indicator to show you if an asset is oversold or overbought. But you can also use 20 and 80. It's up to you, depending on how sensitive or how sensitive you want the information that you get to be. But also, the other factor that you can also edit is the number of periods. Basically, this means that how much back in time do you want the RSI to be looking in order to give you that indication of whether it's an overbought or oversold. So you can usually use this between 9 and 14. These are the main two values that you put, depending on the sensitivity that you want to have. So if you want to have something really sensitive, so basically the most recent prices have a bigger role to play in the RSI, then you go with 9, which is a smaller number of periods. If you're going to be looking more back in time and get more information into the RSI, then you can use 14. So it depends on the sensitivity that you are looking for. So this is about the RSI. So basically, it's a simple indicator you put in, and it gives you an indication of if an asset is overbought or oversold. Now, let's go to the next one and discuss the stochastic indicator, which is a very similar indicator. The stochastic indicator measures as well oversold or overbought levels. This is a leading indicator, but with a small time issue, and I will explain what that means. This means that the stochastic, and I will let you know how it's calculated below. Basically, the stochastic gives you an indication of whether an asset is overbought or oversold, and also of what is about to happen. So if it's overbought, the stochastic is a stronger indicator that a reversal is going to happen. But the issue is that you don't know when it's going to happen. So that's a small time issue. You know that the reversal is coming, but you don't know the expiry. You don't know when it will actually happen. Okay? And we will discuss later on how we can use this. Now, how it's calculated, the RSI, with the stochastic indicator. When you put the stochastic indicator on your chart, you usually have two lines created, K line and a D line. And basically, this is the formula, how it's calculated. You see the current price, L14 is the lowest of the last 14 periods, H the same. Basically, these are just math that you can look into this. You have the information here, but this is not what is important, actually, because you're not actually using this information when you are trading. What you're using is the possible values from 0 to 100. This is what you should be focusing on. And especially the numbers that are every time that the stochastic is below 10 or above 90. This is the main information for you. So every time it's below 10, it is an indicator again, an indication again that this is oversold. And if it's above 90, that is overbought. And if it's above 90, it's overbought, and it means that the price sooner or later will start moving down. Okay? Now, so could we use the strategy of going call if the stochastic indicator is below 10 or going put if it's above 90? Well, again, the relative movement and the slope is more important than the absolute value of the stochastic indicator. A sharper slope, and we'll discuss this shortly, indicates possible reversal on the next candle. Okay? We will discuss this soon. And how many periods should I set for the stochastic indicator? 9 or 14, depending again on sensitivity and expiry. Okay? So these are the two indicators that give you information about if it's being overbought or oversold. Now, let's see how to use them, how you can actually use these indicators to trade. This is a short-term strategy that we will discuss right now. Okay, a very simple short-term strategy that we would like to ask if you wanted to try first in a demo account. Always try things in a demo account. Okay. So pull up your demo account, pull up your charts, and put it in 5-minute charts, and then look for the following. First of all, add the RSI, 9 periods, and add the stochastic indicator with 9 periods as well. And then let's see what you should be looking for. First of all, you should be looking at the Bollinger channel being relatively flat. So you see here, this is the channel. Here it's trending, it's sloping, so this is not a good channel. Here though it's relatively flat. So this is a good enough Bollinger Band channel. For those of you who are not aware what Bollinger Bands are, so basically Bollinger Bands are a standard indicator that is inside your every chart provider. So again, you can put it on your charts, and they, in a way, they represent the range within which the price can move. Okay, this is what Bollinger Bands represent. Represent the range within the price can move. So after you've set up the Bollinger Bands, and you have to notice the flattest channel, this is the first point. Okay, the second point that you are noticing, that you need to be noticing, is that you want the RSI to be in neutral territory. okay? You want the RSI to be between 30 and 70. So you want the RSI to be somewhere here, okay? As it is right now. And then you are looking for sharp, very sharp slopes on the stochastic indicator. So very sharp slopes on the stochastic indicator and very sharp movements on the actual candlesticks. Okay, when this happens, then you can trade the reversal. Okay, so every time that you see a spike in the price and a very big slope here in the stochastic, you can bet on the reversal. Again, you see all these corners that are created, all these tops and bottoms. This is actually what you're trading, and you can go always bet on the reversal. Okay. So this strategy, a 5-minute strategy that you can use when the Bollinger channel is flat, the RSI is between 30 and 70, and also the stochastic exhibits very sharp slope. Okay. Now, what is important that you should always be aware of when trading is that there are no news in the market when you're actually trading this strategy, and especially trading mean reversion. Because if there are news, and you're trading a mean reversion strategy, then that is not a good sign, because during news, the price may continue going to one direction because a trend might be created by the news. So watch out that there are no news, and watch out for the other three things that we mentioned, and try it out in a demo account. Okay? Now, all you need to trade this short-term strategy is the following. You need access to a chart provider with 5-minute time frame. Okay, as discussed, this strategy is a strategy that should be used in 5-minute charts. Okay, it's a turbo or short-term trading strategy. Switch to candlestick charts and add Bollinger Bands, standard interval, which means 14 periods or 20, depending on what you want, and 2 standard deviations. Add RSI, 9 periods look back, and thresholds of 80 and 20. You see, notice here, we recommend 80 and 20, not 70 and 30, so that you have more opportunities between these two levels here, 80 and 20. Add fast stochastic indicator, 9 periods look back, 1 period to average. You also need to have a very big screen so that you can have 6 currency pair charts up, so you cannot be wasting time going from one chart to the other, or having a small screen, or trading on your laptop. Okay, you need a very big screen, and this will actually help you when trading. And last but not least, all the trades placed should be 5-minute turbo trades. Okay, 5-minute trades. You're looking at a 5-minute chart. You should be taking 5-minute expiries for this strategy. Okay. Now let's discuss a bit about the risks that you should avoid in currency trading. First of all, do not trust bots. 99% are scams driven by affiliate marketers that are not traders. Okay, be very aware of that. 5 to 10% of traders make money in FX, and the story is not much different in binary. So understand that in order to beat the markets, you need to take time to understand the strategy and the system. Otherwise, you are gambling. So this, for example, this strategy that we just discussed, spend some time, take some time off, and actually try and understand the strategy and try to trade it in a demo account. Okay, it is very important to do this so that you can feel comfortable about it. Now, experiencing drawdown may be a part of every trader's journey to eventual success, and may teach you the flip side of making trades, namely money management, which is a skill in itself. So start small. Basically, what we're saying here is that a lot of traders, when they start off, they get to sometimes experience losses or even blow their account. Okay, that is why you should always, first of all, please note that this has happened to everyone. Okay, so this is something that's very normal to happen. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that it's very normal to happen. because you need to learn how to deal with your emotions when trading. Okay, that's a very important skill to learn, to live with your emotions, take decisions with your emotions, and also manage your money while having the emotions there. Okay, so that's why you need to not only perfect the strategy, but also you need to start small and start with a demo account and only trade real money and big money if you are comfortable with it, right? Next one. 5% of Signal services and Signal rooms are legitimate, so be careful when investing your hard-earned money into them. Ask for a performance record and an audit trail. And I will also add, ask for a free trial, okay? Ask for all these things. If they cannot offer you these things, then how do the services expect you to actually invest your money? Okay, please note that binary options is an industry that has a lot of scams, as we mentioned, but it is also an industry where there are also some very legitimate and very good and honest services that can actually help you improve as a trader. Okay, always ask for a performance record and an audit trail. Now, this is it about today's presentation and the topic. I will open now the floor for any questions or answers that you may have, and please write them inside the chat and I will be able to respond to them. While I'm waiting for your questions, I would like to let you know that you can visit this site, which is a shop from binary.com, and here you can get access to all the latest binary.com tools and accessories, web application, mobile applications, bots, strategies, binary.com applications, ebooks, and apparel from binary.com. And also here you can also find Signal Hive social trading tool, which is a tool that is created by our team for use with binary.com. Basically, it is an auto trading service that allows you to replicate automatically some recommendations that appear inside Signal Hive to your account. Okay, last call for questions, and while I'm waiting for the last questions, I'm just gonna show you very briefly about a few things about Signal Hive and Hive Hybrid, which is basically the auto trading functionality that we have created. You see here that you can have various signal streams that appear inside Signal Hive, and there are two modes that you can use: a semi-automatic mode and a fully automatic trading mode, so that you don't have to be in front of your PC in order for the trades to get replicated with your account. And you can select different conditions and better conditions for the prices for the trades to be replicated. Here, when it's in the semi-automatic mode, the signal will appear here inside your platform. You can click on it. You can click on this green button, and then you can add it to the Hawkeye, which is a risk engine that will look for better conditions in order for you to enter the trade. And there is a fully automated trading mode with very different settings for your account that you can use. And just a few information about us: you can reach us at support@blueskybinary.com or add us Blue Sky Binary on Skype. And we are located at www.blueskybinary.com and www.signalhive.com. And we offer a free trial for 7 days where we give education and also trade recommendations. Okay, so please feel free to contact us if you have any questions or you wish to try out our service for free completely. Okay, for 7 days, and you can connect this also to your binary.com demo account. So you'll be trying out the service without any cost associated. Okay, I see no further questions. I would like to thank you all again for your time and wish you a very good night and a lovely weekend ahead. If you have any questions, send them please over to support@binary.com and they will be answered shortly. Thank you very much. Have a good night.